What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another podcast. Today we are going to be talking about the E3 press conference that happened this weekend. Some good, some bad, a lot of shit. So, can't wait to get into it with you guys. I'll wait for some of you guys to show up. I'm looking at the YouTube mic thing, and it says that that's working. So hopefully you guys can hear me, because we had a mic problem last time we did the podcast, and that was because I used two different mics for the computer. I used two different mics, so that is one of the big reasons why I had a problem last time, but I believe everything is working as intended. So, but make sure you guys tell me, because if it doesn't, I'm going to have to go in, I'm going to have to look at my settings again, because I looked at my settings and everything looks green. Everything looks green across the board. So I don't know. You guys be the judge of that. And yeah, I'll just wait for some of you guys to pop up. As you guys know, we always kind of wait like 10 minutes, kind of let everyone kind of show up, and then I start it. So yeah, wait for some of you guys. Part of me doesn't want to talk, because just in case if the mic doesn't work, I kind of want to, not talk too much, but I think it's working. Oh boy. Fucking ghost town today. Yeah, I know. I was going to schedule this podcast way earlier. It was supposed to be really, really early, like about 4, 3. But that didn't happen. It ended up being like 4:30, which is fine, But I don't know. Ninja Cactus, sup, Mike? Not much, man. What's up with you? I'm doing fine, Got my water. Got a lot to talk about, I wonder how many of you guys actually saw the E3. Actually, like, sat down and watched it. I watched it, but when they started talking, we're gonna get into that. When they started talking, I was like, oh no. Too much talking at the C3. Too much talking, not enough games. But I'm sure some of you guys are probably looking at my thumbnail right now, like, oh my gosh, Mike's got Samus on the front cover. Yeah, that's because this is a new Metroid game, which I'm actually excited for. I want to get it. I'm very excited. I never played a Metroid game. I've always wanted to play a Metroid game ever since I kind of heard about Samus. And I don't know. I didn't want to buy like older consoles, because it's kind of funny, because it's like, I remember when like people ask me like, oh, like, how am I supposed to play like, Spider-Man 2 or something? Like, I'd be like, oh, go buy a PS2 or go buy an Xbox. And they'd be like, well, what if I don't want to? Well, I guess you're not playing it. But no, seriously, Nintendo can definitely put the older games on the Nintendo Switch, and it bothers me that the people in charge of Nintendo Switch don't fucking like put the older games on that console. It would probably be the perfect console to put them back on there, put the games back on. So I don't know. Maybe after they release the new Metroid game, they will put some of the older games on there. I could have got the what was it, like Metroid 4? I could have got Metroid 4, but I didn't get it because, number one, people considered it like one of the worst games in the franchise, and number two, because I didn't really want to I didn't really want to get it on the Wii, because it was only for the Wii. I was like, but I'm not going to pretend to be like an expert or anything, because I actually know nothing about Samus Aran or the Metroid series. But I actually want to know. I want to play the games. I want to try them out and be a fan and stuff. But they're hard to come by. They're hard to find, the games. Dank Broski, Nintendo Switch Online kind of does that. Yeah, but I think you got to do it like I think with the older Mario games, you got to get like their subscription or something, which is really annoying. Like really, you got to like pay for their like online subscription thing or their what do they call it? What is their thing called? Yeah, the subscription. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's dumb. I think we all can agree that that's just dumb. You should be able to buy the games. I don't understand why they are like, "Oh, get the subscription. You can play the older Mario games." It's like, "No, just let me buy them." Yeah, it's not worth it. I don't think I ever, I've gotten Xbox Live a gold. I've gotten you know, PS Plus and PS Now in the past, but I don't think I would ever get the Nintendo's subscription thing. I don't think, like, I think I'm so far done with subscription stuff that it's not even funny. Like, I got a PC just so that, like, well, not just so that I don't have to play online games for free anymore, but, well, you still got to pay for them. Like, for example, games like, I don't know, Dead by Daylight, or what other free games are there? Resident Evil Resistance, Overwatch. I don't play Overwatch. I'm just saying that as an example. But for those games, you need like a subscription for like a PlayStation, Xbox, and I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'd rather just buy the game, play it for free on because I have online. I don't want to like buy a subscription. Like, I think that's a waste of money. That's just more money they're trying to squeeze out of you. That's why like, for online games, like if I want to play a multiplayer game, I want to get it for like my PC. I don't want to get like single player games. I could put those on my my PlayStation or my Xbox or whatever. Even my Nintendo Switch if I have the space for it. But yeah, subscriptions not worth it to me anymore. Not worth it. Marvelous. The Sinister Six is rumored to be in the Spider-Man. Oh God. Oh, I just ate lunch. Marvelous. The Sinister Six is rumored to be in the Spider-Man No Way Home. Really? Yeah, I've been hearing about that too because they were talking about how we're going to get Electro and how we're going to get Dr. Octopus. Because I did a video on that. I talked about Alfred Maloney being in, because he said it. I think he said it. He said, "Yeah, I'm gonna be in the movie," which is like the biggest fucking bomb of news that I gave out. I think about that whole Spider-Man No Way Home stuff, but yeah, man, that's crazy. And then on top of that, if they're gonna get Andrew and Toby in there, man, it's gonna be crazy. I think I saw a clip of fucking Jamie Foxx as like Electro, and I was like, I don't know, man. I'm not really feeling this. I don't know. They're probably gonna just say, "Oh, it's a different universe." Yeah, whatever. Savage 20 Jr. E3, it sucked. It sucks. Well, this E3 sucked. I will talk about a little bit about why, but I'll also talk about some things that I was excited for, that I heard and saw. So, Tom XD Reactor. Hello, what's up, man? Marvelous, Green Goblin, Dr. Octopus, the Lizard, Rhino, Electro, Sandman. That's the lineup. Okay, that's a strong lineup. Spider-Man Unknown. Guess who's back? Yeah, I see you there in the background. Tom XD Reactor, Alfred Maloney or Alfred Malone. Oh man. Oh God. I think it's oh man. Well, now you confused me because you don't make me feel like I was pronouncing it wrong, please. Or maybe I should get corrected. I don't know. Maybe I should real quick just see. How to pronounce? Oh gosh. Maloney. Ah, shit. Alfred Maloney. It's Molina. That's how you spell it. Yeah. Oh shit, he's like 60. He's like 68, man. Wow. Interesting. Kyle P. Mike, do you think Tom Holland has any potential at all? Yes, I do think he has potential. I think that the writers are the problem. I think they need to step it up. Yeah, that's what I honestly believe. Dank Broski, Dan Slott, Spider-Man, or MCU Spider-Man? Oh God. I want to say Dan Slott Spider-Man. I know that I like if I had to choose the lesser of two evils, I mean Dan Slott gave us Spider-Verse, even though I'm not a fan of Spider-Verse. It was an interesting idea. He gave us the Superior Spider-Man, which was a 30-issue run. It kind of annoyed me and it kind of made me sad, but at the end, I think I got the message, but I don't know. If I had to choose the lesser of two evils, Spider-Man Unknown, the new Guardians of the Galaxy game looks awful, and I was going to make a video about it, but I didn't feel like it. Spider-Man Unknown, I'd rather play the Telltale Guardians of the Galaxy game, and that was pretty good in my opinion. I didn't play that one. Out of all the Telltale games, I think that was one of the ones that I didn't play. Savage Toy Jr., what games are you excited for the most from E3? Well, we're going to go into it. We're going to go into some of the games I actually found a little bit exciting or that I'm interested in or that I kind of wanted to play. So yeah, we're going to get into it really, really soon here since we're after the 10-minute mark. Kyle P, I wonder if Raimi Universe Doctor Strange still exists since they mentioned him in Spider-Man 2 and wonder if he communicates with the MCU Doctor Strange through the multiverse. I don't know, man. We might be as fans being a little bit crazy about this, meaning like we kind of might be blowing this out of proportion of what this might be at the end of the day. But I don't know. Who knows? Maybe it really is that big. That'd be great, but who knows? Marvelous. Goddamn. Doctor Strange got old. Dr. Octopus got old. Yeah, he did. Kyle P, Mike, what do you think? Well, he's pretty good for 60. He looks like a good guy. He looks, oh God, how do I make this sound? How do I make this sound all right? No homo. He looks handsome. Does that work? But no, seriously, he's a good looking guy, for 68. He's taking care of himself. He's doing a really good job. Kyle P, Mike, what do you yourself want to see out of No Way Home? I want to see a Spider-Man who gets out of his obsession with Iron Man and becomes the hero that he's supposed to be. I want him to be the man he's supposed to be. I don't want him to be Iron Boy Jr. anymore. I don't want him to be this. Like No Way Home should be an awakening for this character to be the character he's supposed to be. So yeah. Tom XC Reactor. I would love to see Zack Snyder's Kraven's The Last Hunt with Andrew Garfield and Jeffrey Dean Morgan. I don't want Zack Snyder anywhere near fucking Spider-Man. I after what he did with Superman, I don't want him anywhere near Spider-Man. Don't get me wrong. You can sit here and argue with me about like how Raimi, and Raimi's Spider-Man, like he kind of let that guy fall or whatever. But my argument would be that he just was in shock, and that he was in shock and he couldn't save the guy in time. And when he fell, he's like, eh. But I don't know. There's a difference between oops and snapping a neck. Spider-Man, I recommend you play Telltale's Guardians of the Galaxy. It's really good. Kyle P at Sony on Twitter has been liking a whole bunch of Spider-Verse related stuff all day, and they liked a lot of Raimi posts. They also liked a post showing Tom Spidey versus Doc Ock, and they unliked it. Marvelous. I've heard Kraven the Hunter villain will be Chameleon, but they're both villains in Spider-Man Rogues Gallery. Yeah, that's weird. God, that's Venom. You can work. Venom you can do. You can't do other characters or other villains as heroes or anti-hero characters. Venom works. Kraven and whatever doesn't work. Tom XD Reactor, MC Spider-Man is non-canon. No, it's not canon. Doesn't that mean the MCU's not canon? Spermanon, you've just been wasting your time so far. Spermanon, have you heard of the new Batman animated series, Batman the Caped Crusader? It looks pretty good. No, I didn't hear about that, I think. But the new Aquaman cartoon and the new Superman cartoon looks like woke trash. Well, the Aquaman cartoon looks like a Teen Titans Go type crap. Oh, jeez. Tom XD Reactor, I can respect that you didn't like Zack Snyder. Well, he had some good stuff. Don't get me wrong. Like I think he had some cool things. I think he had some good stuff, but I think, there were a lot of things that I didn't like to the point where I can't really get behind his version of the character. Dan Broski, TBH, MCU Spider-Man can still be saved because he's going to get a college trilogy, and that's when Spider-Man becomes the hero everyone knows and loves. They just need a better director and writers. Yeah, I agree with that. Jonathan 14, thoughts on Aaron Taylor Johnson as Kraven the Hunter? Let me look that name up. What's his name? Aaron Taylor Johnson. Oh, this guy? Sure. I can see it. I'd have to see his. Oh, he was the guy who did Quicksilver. Okay, maybe I'm gonna give that a hard. Maybe. It's definitely better than what I heard a rumor about Keanu Reeves. I was like, no, Keanu Reeves can't be Kraven the Hunter. But Aaron Taylor Johnson, maybe. I got to see him in action. I got to see the acting. Kyle P, Mike Wood, what if they approach it to where Kraven tries to be an anti-hero in the beginning of the film, but falls down a deep spiral into darkness? I don't know. Again, Kraven the Hunter, he's not a hero, but he's not really a villain either. He is he hunts animals, and then he's like, oh, I want to hunt Spider-Man because, that's like the dangerous creature. But I don't know. It just doesn't work for me. Kyle P, he is Kraven. Mike, Aaron Taylor Johnson is cast as Kraven. Oh. Jonathan 14, Dan Slott is now ruining Fantastic Four. Son of a bitch. God, Stan Lee's role. Stan Lee just turned in his casket. There's a concept art of Batman the Caped Crusader, and it has the Batman animated series animated style. Okay. Tom XT Reactor, Aviarad is the producer who ruined Spider-Man 3 for replaced Vulture and Venom. Oh my God. Oh God. I kind of want to lead into that with the Gearbox E3 thing. Aviarad was at the E3 for Gearbox. And I saw him and I was like, I want a Borderlands character to just pop in and just shoot this guy's head off. Like, just come in and just boom, just blow him up. Like, goodbye, Aviarad. I can't. Like, Aviarad's gonna be like helping them make the Borderlands movie. Man, that fucking thing they did was so boring. It was Like, let me tell you something about Borderlands, okay? Okay, do I have the games here? No, Nathan has them. But I have played the prequel, I've played the original, I played the second game. I didn't touch 3 because 3 was hot woke garbage. But the point is that Borderlands should be like a comedy first. Like if I was making Borderlands, it would be a comedy first, and like that's it. Like it should be a comedy, and then everything else can come after that. Like that's like every game. It's just you got all these funny jokes and these over the top humor, and that's what it should be. But when you watch that E3 thing, it was just boring. They were just talking. There was nothing really interesting or fun about watching them talk about the movie that they're making. It was boring. And then you saw Javier Rad, and you're like, no. But yeah, that's one of the things that happened at E3 that annoyed the piss out of me. Annoyed me. So mad. I was yelling at my phone because I watched this on my phone. I watched this on the big screen too, but still, I watched most of it on the big screen though. But still, yelling at my TV. Okay. So what else we got? Dino Thunder 14. Aaron has already confirmed to play Kraven like a month ago. All right. Well, let's see how he does. Combo King, how'd you feel if Keanu Reeves was Doctor Doom? No. No. I can't think of a character that Keanu Reeves could play that's a Marvel character. I just can't. Like, I don't know. I just don't know. I really, really don't know. You know? Like I would really have to sit down and think about it. You know? Tom X Reactor, Carl Urban will be perfect as Kraven and Sam Raimi. You mean Kraven is an anti-hero? Well, Kraven's not a hero or a villain. He just likes to hunt. He becomes a villain because of his obsession with hunting Spider-Man. And it's kind of funny. A lot of characters kind of go crazy because of Spider-Man. But you know, it's whatever. Kyle P. Mike, did you see the recent release storyboard footage of Spider-Man 4 Final Battle? Yes, and it looked pretty cool. Savage Twain Jr., do you think the new Morphin movie is going to be good? You mean Morbius? If you're saying if you mean Morbius, then I want to say maybe, but again, I don't even think he should have his own movie. Because again, I don't see him as an anti-hero, but I guess that can work because they did make his own comic series. I didn't read it though. Speaking of comic books, I did read a new Spider-Man book. Well, not a Spider-Man book. I guess a Peter Parker book. It's like a story about like what if Spider-Man didn't get bit by the spider. I read the first issue, and I don't know if this is a new book. But I read the first issue, and I noticed something. They're really pushing Hyperion. They're really like pushing the fake ass Superman that they have in Marvel. That's really weird. And then I also heard about this fake ass Wonder Woman they have in Marvel recently. Like I actually watched a video about it like earlier this afternoon. And I was like, who the fuck is this? Like I don't know. Like why does every fucking everyone needs to do like a fake Justice League? Everyone needs to do like this fake Justice League, but they're not perfect. They're they're kind of messed up or whatever. I don't know. It's so weird to me. What else we got here? Kyle P. What should Marvel Spider-Man 2 do to be innovative? And just in case some of you are not aware of this, no, Spider-Man 2 is not announced at E3. It did not happen. Now now Sony was not at E3 this year, or they didn't show anything off for E3. So I don't know if and when they'll show off anything involving their products or what. I honestly don't even know what Sony's gonna do at this point. I mean, I still think it's a little early for them to announce the Spider-Man 2 game, but I don't know. We'll see. Marvelous, when was the last time you saw Spider-Man 3, LOL? Besides memes? Oh God, when was the last time? I'd say probably maybe like a year or two ago. Down at Thunder 14, Dan Slott ruined the Fantastic Four by writing a story about a planet picking a soulmate for Johnny, and everything was going so well for them until Johnny cheated on his soulmate by sleeping with Doctor Doom's bride. Why? Which is beyond out of character for Johnny. It is. God damn it. Kyle P. Keanu Reeves is Alistair Smythe? I don't know about that one. Down at Thunder 14, Keanu Reeves should not play Doctor Doom because that would be a race swapping. Doctor Doom is a Romani in the comics. Oh, God. I probably butchered that. Tom XD Reactor, have you seen early Venom design from Spider-Man 3? No. No, actually. Marvelous. Marvel and DC copy each other all the time. Yeah. I want another Marvel DC crossover where the Justice League fights the fake ass Marvel version of Justice League. It's kind of funny. I was thinking about that today too. I was like, man, I wonder when they're gonna do another Marvel DC crossover. It's been like, I don't know, like a decade, like a decade or two. Marvelous, Marvel and DC. Yeah, I read that one. Kyle P. Thoughts on Willem Dafoe being the main villain in No Way Home? Sounds great. Marvelous. Kyle P. Okay, you're just talking to each other. Kyle P. Thoughts on Invincible series? The comic or the show? The show is. I've already kind of talked about Invincible. Again, it's so weird for me to talk about Invincible because like I have so many mixed feelings about Invincible. I did a whole podcast on Invincible, by the way. If you guys are actually really wondering what I really think about Invincible, you could go watch that. But what I think about Invincible, it's a good show. It's a little bloody and over the top sometimes as far as like some of their death scenes. And sometimes, and one of the reasons why I kind of have a problem with Invincible is because they act like death doesn't really matter because they kill a lot of people. I mean, a lot of people in that show. And it's just so, again, it's over the top and it's exaggerated. And I don't know. I'm not comfortable with that. Never was. But if you really want me to go in more detail, you can just watch the other podcast. Tom XD Reactor, Mads Mikkelsen will be perfect as Dr. Doom. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and look this person up because who the fuck's first name is Mads? Holy shit. That's his actual name. Who do you think he should be again? Dr. Doom? Maybe. Down to Thunder 14, a Lego Marvel DC crossover game is highly possible. How would you feel if the MCU makes a live-action adaptation of Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends on Disney+, a show about Peter going to college with Johnny and Bobby? No, because they would make Bobby gay, and it would piss me off really bad. Like, I grew up with Iceman being, like, one of the straightest guys in X-Men. So, for them, what they did with the comics, like, no. I don't even want to... Disney, no. Disney, just no. Screw you, Disney. I know I'm not comfortable with that. Savage Toy Jr. The MCU. My problem with it is too lighthearted and it can't take itself seriously at all. I would say it doesn't take itself seriously enough. There are moments, but they can be overshadowed by some of the humor. All right, so we're 30 fucking minutes in. Let's finally talk about E3. let's finally talk about it, because I've been stringing you guys along for a while now. All right. Let's start with some of the things that I'm actually excited for. So I actually wrote it down because I felt like I had to actually write it down because there wasn't a lot of things I was actually excited for. One of the things that I would say is probably a lesser known thing. There was I think there was this indie game called Broken Pieces. It reminded me a lot of Resident Evil, with the camera angles and the fighting. So I'm kind of interested in that. I wonder what that's going to be like and if that's going to be any good. There's also a game called Stalker 2, which looked kind of interesting. I never played the first game. It's on Steam. Maybe if there's a sale or something, I might play it. But that looked interesting. I don't know if that game is going to be always in Russian. I think they're in Russia. I might be wrong on that, but I played Metro, and that was in Russia, but there was like English audio. So I don't know if that game's going to have that or what, but that one looked interesting. Halo Infinite, of course. Me and Nathan, my brother, are excited about this. I think this is I would say probably this was like the big one that me and him are excited about is Halo Infinite. That game's looking interesting. They showed off some footage of the story, and they showed off a new AI girl, and she looks a lot like Cortana, and I was like, that's weird. But no, the real first thing I said was Cortana's gonna be like, oh hell no, who is this bitch? Who the fuck is that bitch? She's just gonna get mad. But I don't know. We'll see. Because Halo 4 pushed the whole relationship thing with her and Master Chief, which I was okay with. I thought that was all right. 5 I'd say was the worst one. 5 is definitely the worst Halo game. I'm excited for 6 though. I'm excited for Infinite. Hopefully that one's gonna be good. I'm worried about it though. Because it's 343, and people have not been happy with 343, but they got a Bungie guy working on it, so maybe it'll be the best one. Who knows? And then I had another game called Atomic Heart, and that was because of mostly the gameplay. I thought the gameplay looked better. I didn't really like some of the designs of the characters, like the female, for example, but that game looked interesting. I'll keep my eyes on that one. I'm not excited for this game, but I am interested and intrigued. So Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm not excited for this one, but I am intrigued because I know that some of you guys right now are talking about Marvel's Avengers in the chat in Guardians of the Galaxy. Remember, Marvel's Avengers was a fucking flop. Marvel's Avengers was a fail. I bought the game on Steam, and then I refunded it and got my money back. That's how annoyed I was with the game. It wasn't even about the Avengers. It was about Kamala and the Inhumans, and it was just not told well. I didn't like the story. It was like a bad cartoon show or episode, and it was just no. And then they did the online thing, and then people bitched about that, and then the game got worse and got worse. The player stopped playing it. It just bombed. So for them to come out of nowhere and announce this Guardians of the Galaxy game, single player only, and that you only get to play as Star-Lord? That'd be like if you got the Avengers game as a single player game, but you could only play as Captain America and just order everyone around. You know what I mean? That's almost the same thing. That is the same thing, actually. It's the weirdest thing in the world. And I guess it works because of what they're doing with it. They're trying to do this like choice story, kind of like the Telltale, where you got like a choice in the game or something. So you're the leader. You're like making the decisions for the team and stuff. And I was like, okay, that's interesting. But yeah, some of the designs were a little weird. I will say that. Like, I wasn't really happy with some of the designs, but it's not a big deal again because I got PC, so I can just mod the game if I need to. But I'm interested. I might consider that game in the future, but probably like on sale or something. It's coming out this year, so I don't know. We'll see. But I know some of you guys were talking about the Black Panther DLC. The Black Panther DLC is not going to save that game. I it's kind of funny. I was actually watching the trailer for the Black Panther DLC, and I was like, well, looks like a better story than the movie. So I was like, well, maybe the story might be good, right? But I don't know. I don't really expect Black Panther to save that game. I really, really don't. I just don't. I'll be shocked if people will probably come back. They'll play it and then they'll leave. Like that. That's probably what's going to happen, because if they can't fix the problems that they have created, but because apparently Square Enix has been doubling down on their mistakes. If they don't go the opposite direction, then that game's screwed. But I don't know, man. We'll see. But yeah. All right. So then another thing I'd say that I was excited for was a lot of Final Fantasy stuff. There was a lot of Final Fantasy stuff at E3. I think there was like 2-3 games that they were announcing. They were doing like the Final Fantasy multiplayer stuff. They showed like a Final Fantasy like Origin game that looked interesting. I think there's another one I missed. I know Final Fantasy Integrate or whatever is out right now. Some of you guys are just like, what are you talking about Final Fantasy? Are you serious? I'm not that big of a Final Fantasy guy. I have Final Fantasy 7. The original, and the remake. I got 15. I'm waiting for 16. And then I got Final Fantasy Type 0 for some reason. I don't know. I guess I just felt like it, but I haven't beaten any of those games yet. Moving on, and then like the last one, according to my thumbnail for the video, Metroid Dread. This was revealed, I think, yesterday at the Nintendo Switch E3 thing. And this was pretty interesting, pretty good. It's a 2D platformer. It's not. I'm not really into 2D platformer games, but again, it's a classy-ish Metroid game. I was actually confused. I was like, wait a minute, is this going to be like a survival horror type Metroid game? Because like I was like you hear it in the name, and then you watch the trailer, and she's like being chased by this like monster or something, or this robot or whatever. And I don't know if he's an instant kill. That would be terrible if he was an instant kill. Like I don't know, man. I really am starting to have a problem with instant kill enemies, just because of how annoying it can be. But some games it works, some games it doesn't. I guess it depends on how they do it. But I don't know. We'll see. But that game's available for pre-order now, which I'm not pre-ordering it. I wouldn't buy it. I wouldn't buy them. I don't think I'd buy that game at $60. I'd probably get it for like maybe 30, 20 at the lowest. Like I wouldn't want to like. So I'll probably be doing some waiting. But who knows? Maybe I might just throw my hands up in the air and say fuck it and just buy it anyway. But depends on what's gonna happen. But yeah. Okay, so let's talk about some of the things at E3 that was absolute crap, absolute horseshit. Okay, so you want to know what number one was? You want to know what the first big thing about E3 that sucked? Greg Miller was there, and Greg Miller was the most annoying talk host ever. Like, I was like, man, I miss that other guy right now, because this guy, Greg Miller, is fucking awful. Like, seriously, if you don't know who Greg Miller is a fucking piece of shit. Okay, let's just say that right now. Fucking hate that guy. I did not want to see him. Well, I don't know why the fuck he was at E3. It was ridiculous. So you got Greg Miller at E3. You got a bunch of woke nonsense at E3. Apparently, there was a big controversy. There was like a video I saw of the quarter. He did a video about like them doing like almost like an over an hour long stream talking about like diversity and inclusion and other bullshit like that. And I was just like, I missed this? Well, I guess I'm glad I didn't stay for the talking portion because who at E3 really watches people talk about the games? Like all those people who are the hosts, I don't think most of them really even play video games anyway. So it's like, why would I watch these people talk about games? You know what I mean? So it's like, okay, well, I saw the games. I'm out of here. And it's kind of funny. I watched the Bandai Namco one because Bandai Namco was the last one. They were the last stream or the last E3 thing. And as far as I'm aware, and I said to myself after that E3 was over, I said, that was the worst E3. Bandai Namco had the worst E3. They showed off, what did Bandai Namco showed off? They showed off the Dragon Ball DLC for Dragon Ball Kakarot, Z Kakarot. And then they showed off, I don't even know. What else? They didn't even promote their new game, Scarlet Nexus, which would have been the perfect time to promote the game since, the game's coming out June 25th, which is literally like about a week away from release, and they didn't even like promote the game. So it's like, what were you guys thinking? And then because it was, they showed off the Man of Medan thing, the military fucking version of Until Dawn, and then they did like the last like fucking 45 minutes of talking, and I was like, what the absolute shit? Like I was so mad, and I thought Ubisoft and those guys were bad, but no, Bandai Namco had the worst one. Bandai Namco, hands down, I'd say had the worst one. Ubisoft had... Xbox definitely had the best one, and I think that was because Sony decided not to get involved. But honestly, even if Sony got involved, I don't even know if it would have been enough. Because what would they have shown off? They maybe would have shown off maybe a little bit about Spider-Man 2. Maybe they would have shown off a little bit about God of War, which would have been big. But I don't really see any other games. I know Ratchet and Clank came out recently, the new one. But I don't know any other new games that they're gonna be putting out. So I don't know what Sony's doing. I guess we're gonna have to wait for them to show off their stuff whenever they're going to. I don't know when. I don't know if Sony's gonna have like their own little version of E3 somewhere and down the line in the next few months or the few weeks or whatever they're gonna do. But yeah. Too much talking. There was way too much talking in this E3. There was not enough. There's not enough games, not enough trailers. It was the Xbox was definitely the best one because they didn't really fuck around. Even Capcom didn't fuck around, and their E3 thing was only like 30 minutes. 30 minutes, and for some reason that was much better than a lot of other ones. And then of course, what are they called? The developer. Damn it, what was their name? Those guys were pretty funny. They did a little skit parody thing. They were good. But yeah, hopefully, and I'd say another thing that sucked about this E3 is we got to go back. We got to go back to E3. Like we can't do this thing in our house talking to a camera anymore. Like I want people to start going back by next year. Next year, I want to see people going E3 again. That's what I really want to see again. I want to see people going back to E3. I really hope people are not lazy enough to be like, nah, I'm just going to keep doing it at my house. Because that would be lame. That would be really, really lame. But, I don't know. That's pretty much all I got to say about E3. Probably talk to you guys now, see what some of you guys have to say, and then I guess we'll wrap up soon. Let me scrub a little bit. Tom XT Reactor. Disney doesn't care about the fans. No, they do not. Kyle P. E3 was crap. Crap, mega crap. Spermanon, I gotta go. Sorry to stay so short, Mike, but the internet reason. Can we talk on Discord when this is over? Oh, sure, man, sure. That's always available. It's always available. Tom XT Reactor, I'm interested for the Guardians of the Galaxy game. I'm not interested for the Guardians of the Galaxy game. Okay. Down Thunder 14, E3 was meh, yeah. Marvelous, the only game I'm probably going to play is the Black Panther DLC and Guardians of the Galaxy game. Yeah, you got that Avengers game, huh? Well, kudos to you. It's going to be free, I guess, so. Combo King, did anyone notice Spider-Man did he get revealed in Avengers A-Day yet? Nope. They didn't show off Spider-Man yet. Marvelous, no Spider-Man 2 announcement yet. Nope. It's Tom XT Reactor. What do you want to fix? What do you want to fix? What do you want to fix Miles Morales character? Are you asking me how I would fix the Miles Morales character? If you're asking me like how I would fix him, number one, I don't want him near Peter Parker. Get him away from Peter Parker. Just let him be his own thing. Number two, get him a love interest that is not anyone that Spider-Man / Peter Parker knows. And write him better. Those are the three big things that I would do. And don't make him a Gary Sue, because I know that some of you guys love the Spider-Verse movie, but he was a Gary Sue in that movie. He really, really was. Down to 14, what pisses you off more, the MCU Spider-Man or Bobby coming out as gay? Bobby coming out as gay, I would say, 100%. Down to 14, highly doubt Spider-Man is going to save the Avengers game. Yeah, that's true. Marvelous, what is this world coming to? I don't know, man. Tom XD Reactor, I'm glad I didn't watch E3 stream. Yeah, well, it was, again, the Xbox one I would say was worth it. The Xbox / Bethesda game, was worth it. But I would say, yeah, that one was worth it, but the other ones weren't, if we're going to be honest. Sparrow, when the stream is over, we can talk on Discord, right? Yeah, sure, man. It's always available. And just for some of you who don't know, I have a Discord. You can find that in my About Me page, in case that you are interested in talking to me more on the Discord. Or you just want to hang out with other people on there. That's cool too. Crown One, hi man, what's up? Tom XT Reactor, I didn't like Spider-Verse character written plus soundtrack, only animation. I did not like the animation. When they got to that last part in the movie, my eyes, I had to take off my glasses. I was like, my eyes are dying. Like they're dying. Like there's so many like flickering colors. And I was like, you're going to give someone a seizure, whoever made this. There should be like a seizure warning at the beginning of the movie. Like, seriously. Down at Thunder 14, imagine a Fantastic Four game, but you can only play as Reed Richards. Yeah, like that's kind of the same thing with that, yeah. Sperman, I'm gonna go on it after so I can talk to you more since it's gonna be a while. All right. Marvelous Dino, that would be controversial for Marvel fans. Combo King, imagine having a Superman game but only playing as Clark Kent. Oh no. Savage 20 Jr., I was reading Watchmen. That was awesome comic book. I give it a 9 out of 10. Okay. I never read the book. I heard they took some stuff out of the book. I heard they took some stuff out of when they did the movie, they took some stuff out of that. So, I am interested to know how much is different between the book and the movie. So, if you're interested, let me know. You can. Tom XT Reactor. I loved Alberto's version of Spider-Man animation test footage on Reddit. I don't even know what you're talking about. I don't even know what you're talking about. Oh, yeah. All right. Well, we're at the 50-minute mark. Man, these podcasts are getting shorter and shorter. Starting to think I have a me problem, guys. I don't know. Running out of topics these days, you know. Tom XT Reactor, would you look up the Spider-Man 3 Venom early design? Okay. Early design, huh? Spider-Man Spoodersmans 3. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they were gonna do the classic, I think, right? They were gonna do more classic-y stuff. But again, the reason why they changed it was because again, because of the whole spandex failure with the outfit. I don't understand how like was that really like a big thing? Was people were like, "Oh, you know, we don't want our outfit to look like it would be out of a porn movie or something." It's like, how is that the first thing that goes through your head when you're designing a Venom outfit? Like, come on. Like, the big white symbol is supposed to separate that. And then, of course, you have the face, you know. Yeah, that's an unused animatronic for Venom, yeah. Very classy, very classy. Yeah, but then there was this one that looked this looked sick. Hold on, let me actually show you guys. I remember I saw this footage. Let me actually, let me get that up. Oh God, I'm so slow, guys. I'm sorry. Screen capture, monitor, this time. Here we go. Look at this thing. It's like, look at this fucking thing. Look at that face. Like, I remember they showed this off as in like a deleted scene, and I was like, oh my gosh, like that, because it was freaky as fuck, man. And then like you have like an old animatronic version of Venom here. That, yeah, they were gonna go with this, you know. I don't know. Here, let me get rid of that. Yeah, that's freaky deaky, man. What else we got here? Down 14, imagine a Teen Titans game, but you can only play as Nightwing. I would love to play as Nightwing. I want to play as Nightwing when that Gotham Knights game comes out. They didn't even show anything for Gotham Knights, man. I was all upset. But it's okay, because I got gameplay. And I was like, oh, damn. I'm excited. I am more excited for Gotham Knights than I am for Suicide Squad game. Come on. Let me hear you guys in the chat. What are you guys more excited for? Are you guys excited for the for Gotham Knights, or are you excited for Suicide Squad game? I'm excited for the Suicide oops, I almost messed up. I meant the Gotham Knights game. Sorry, I'm a little whatever right now. I'm excited for Gotham Knights more than I am for the fucking Suicide Squad game. I'm not excited for that game. Like I am so sick and tired of the Superman being a bad guy crap. I don't know what the fuck they're doing. They Rocksteady completely retconned their universe with Deadshot. It's like, so what? Batman was an idiot? Like they were, because when they were making up an excuse. They were like, oh, Deadshot in Arkham City, and our, you know, that wasn't the real Deadshot. And we're all sitting there and we're going, so what, is Batman a fucking idiot? Like, it was the dumbest excuse ever, because you made Batman sound like an idiot. Then you made Batman an idiot, because then Batman would say that wasn't Deadshot, right? Or that was a copycat. He never says this. Again, it's just a lie on top of a lie. It was just so bad. Again, I am not excited for Suicide Squad game. I'm just not. I'm not. They didn't even show off gameplay. Gotham Knights, you got a trailer, you got gameplay, and I was like, this looks great. Looks awesome. I'm excited for it. You know, the premise is awesome. I love the premise. I love the fact that Batman is quote unquote dead. He probably won't be. He'll probably show up at the end or something. You know, you got Red Hood. You can play as Red Hood. You can play as Nightwing. You can play as Batgirl. You can play as Robin. Like it's a nice Bat family game, and I'm excited about it. And I'm so glad that little piss ant Damian Wayne isn't in it, because I really don't like Damian. If you guys don't know this, I'm really not a fan of Damian Wayne. I think Damian is just a complete brat. He's so immature. He's so bloodthirsty. I think he's even more bloodthirsty than Red Hood, because at least Red Hood's like, you know, like, why are we letting these criminals live? They're you know, they don't deserve it. You know, I can understand Red Hood a bit more. I mean, you know, he pretty much died that one time. So I don't know, man. Red Hood makes more sense, whereas, you know, Damian, it's like, you're just a jerk. You're just a jerk. Dank Broski, what do you think about the IDW comics? I don't know what those are. A marvelous slow day today. Yeah, it's a slow day today. It's a Wednesday. Jonathan 14, did you know Marvel has announced that Scar is going to make announcement in the She-Hulk show? I'm so worried about the She-Hulk show. I really am. Like I really like She-Hulk. Like I don't know if you guys know this. I really, really like She-Hulk. I would say that she's probably my favorite tokenized version of Hulk, or tokenized character, period. I think that she's the best one. And I've been looking into it. It sounds bad. Like we got a writer who I'm not excited about. We got I'm worried about what She-Hulk's gonna look like in the show. Like, I'm worried. I'm worried about that show. I really, really am. I just don't want them to ruin it. I really don't want them to ruin it. I don't want it to be woke trash. I want it to be good. I really, really want it to be good. I don't want it to be bad. I'm really, really worried about that one. I really am. I'm also interested in the Moon Knight thing, because they've never really have made a Moon Knight thing, or have Moon Knight been in anything. So word on the street is they're working on a Moon Knight show or something. So I am a little excited for that too. But I don't know. We'll see. Tom XD Reactor, I guess it's because of the Eddie Brock skeleton after Toby stabbed Venom's chest. Oh, geez. Tom XD Reactor, the original final battle is a horror before reshoot. It's a horror part? There's going to be like a big old... There's going to be a big final battle horror shoot? Oh, man, that's weird, man. I love the animatronic design. Yeah, it looks classy. It looks very classy. It looks good. Marvelous. Gotham Knights, TBH for me. Spermidone, I'm excited for both. Jonathan 14, Gotham Knights, Nightwing forever. Yeah, I'm going to play as Nightwing when Gotham Knights comes out. That's the first character I'm rocking. Because he's as close to Batman as you're going to get. I mean, he is the most trained. Like if anyone could take down Batman, it'd be Nightwing. In like a head-to-head combat fight, it would be Nightwing. Because he literally taught him everything he knows. So it would definitely be between those two at that point. It wouldn't even be Damian. It would be between Batman and Nightwing, you know? Joe 2099 Shiba, do you remember the original Venom death? You know, the one where Peter stabs Eddie and the symbiote revealed Eddie's skeleton? No, actually. I've never heard of that. That is creepy as fuck. Dank Broski, did you hear about DC round robin? If so, who would win? I don't know. But let me go back to that Venom thing. They were going to have Peter stab Eddie in the chest? No. See, that's dumb. See, Peter shouldn't be fucking stabbing people. No, Spider-Man shouldn't be stabbing people, okay? I don't care if it's Venom. Like, him throwing the bomb at the symbiote in the movie and Eddie jumping in, that was Eddie's fault. That was not Spider-Man's fault. Like that's better than what the hell they were gonna do with that, because that sounds like that's over the top. That is that's a completely different movie at that point. Down at Thunder 14, I don't like Damian being with Raven in those animated movies. It's just ew. It's weird. Like, it's just weird, man. It's just weird to me. I don't get it. I don't see the connection. You know, you got Beast Boy, who is a very happy-go-lucky character, and Raven's more of a, you know, kind of like a you know, slouch, kind of like, you know, just to herself, very, you know, just kind of keeps to herself, where Beast Boy's outgoing, you know. So you got those opposites attract thing, I guess, going on with those two, which makes a little bit more sense. But I don't know, man. I didn't like the Damian and Raven thing either. That was weird. I agree with you. That was a weird one. Tom XC Reactor, She-Hulk writer, is pissing me off on Twitter. Yeah. Again, that's why I'm worried about She-Hulk. Yep, Dana's. I can't even pronounce her name. Yeah, I'm worried about She-Hulk, man. I really am. I'm not happy with the writer. I'm really nervous. They're probably gonna ruin that character, and I'm gonna get really upset. So yeah. Well, I don't know. With that being said, guys, I don't really got much else to talk about. We talked about the E3 stuff, and that was pretty much all I really wanted to talk about. So yeah, probably wrap this up in here in a little bit. Tom XT Reactor, after Eddie's skeleton giant symbiote trying to rebond Peter and symbiote, yeet the steel rods to send him free. Oh man. That's so weird. It's just so weird, man. Spider-Man on. Bye, Mike. I'll see you on the Discord after the stream ends. Okay. Well, with that being said, thank you guys for showing up to the stream. Thanks for everyone coming and talking with me about stuff. Yank the steel rods to set him free. Okay. Thank you guys for showing up. Good stream today. A little slow, but it was okay. I just want to talk about the E3 stuff with you guys. So thank you guys for watching. And I'm out of here. Up and away. See you guys.